think okay. Shoot. Y'all ready to eat with me? I'm hungry. Damn. Got some grits. I like grits. I don't have no salt. Every day I learn a lot on that damn job. I think I was dealing with an undercover tonight. Undercover police officer. Or detective. There was this guy got himself in trouble in the streets. There's this guy who got himself in trouble in the streets. And there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Who is this? Happy Saturday to you too. It's crazy when you get yourself out there in the game. And as I was riding the Uber ride, it's different being out in the street and being locked up in the place where you live. But you're accessible. I don't know how people do it. The person I just dealt with a little while ago was driving me up the fucking wall. I don't know how y'all do it. I run out of patience. Everybody's built differently. But when you running from your life, running for your life, and anybody can help you. Police can't help you. If you're exiled from your community because of something you did, you just have to deal with it. And I mean that. I wish somebody got this a little bit harder. Eggs, scrambled eggs, hash brown, pancakes, sausage, bananas, strawberries, grits, Cheerios, lemon cake, Sprite, and syrup. I was listening to Jason Black, the Black Authority. I was also listening to the Star Report. Star, he's on YouTube as well. Another content creator I suggest y'all go and subscribe to. Casino for Life, another Kwame Brown. 70 Sports. T-Street Controversy in boxing. For now. Jason Black was talking about that track runner beating up her boyfriend in the airport. and how women have become, well, they have already always been the aggressors in the relationship. I listened to Tariq Nasheed as well, and Vicky Dillard. I used to listen mildly to Dr. Claude Anderson. All of them talk about reparations, black people getting money. It's entitled to us, but for some unknown reason, the Caucasian distributors are not focused on us getting anything, but they're focused on meaningless wars. They would assumingly help out countries that don't even really need it. It's devastating. It's devastating its own people. America just wants to come and take over, go and take over, if you will. We've had shooters out here in Atlanta. I think it's at the University of and at one of the bases. There's so much trifling stuff going on out here, it's not even worth trying to keep up with it. You don't get nothing out of it. People are not going to come to you in your channel for repeating other people's material or the news. They really want to come to your channel to see your uniqueness. And you're supposed to have personality. Everything is a shocker to me now. Even Uber drivers stealing food, misplacing food, just doing Uber and DoorDash. Uber drivers are getting beat up. That's been happening though. You know, if you're in a relationship as well, and you have to sign contracts, you're crazy as hell. That's not love. But again, That's none of my business. I have to put on some weight because I was doing intermediate fasting. Then I stopped because I was falling so in love with God that I really started taking myself off earth and not even know it. I wouldn't eat for 3 days straight. Like I'd start right now and I wouldn't eat till Monday at 9 p.m. 3 times, no, 4 times a month. That is not good. And I didn't realize all I was doing was drinking water. Maybe a snack every now and then because of the pain, the cramps. I wouldn't have to use the restroom like a bowel movement. It was just all gas. I mean, it was just so light. My intestines were empty. But I was dehydrated. I needed electrical light so bad that I thought I was dying. But the willpower I had was so incredible. That's how I know if you put your mind to something, you can really do it. You can really do it. But yeah, women, they gotta get it together, man. I mean, I can't say they don't have the. I can't say they don't have the right to use what they got to get what they want. But as a collective, they like to sit around and feed off each other and be all up in each other's business for the good and bad. They like to carry themselves as units. Until you break all that shit up and walk them down. Like Jason Black was saying, though. If you got money, you straight. But if you ain't got no money, she don't give a fuck about you anyway. But I hate getting caught up in that tangle web. We spend too much time talking about the war between men and women. All these other transformers out here, the alphabet letters, I don't have nothing to do with that. But I did see a Lifetime or 48 Hours or one of them shows where this man was going to work in a pharmacy as a man in the morning, and at night he'd go home and turn into a female. And cruise the streets. And his total transformation into a female, you could not say. I mean, it was like perfection the way in which he personally transformed himself into a woman. Perfection. You would never know he was a man. And to be that bold to fool the world, knowing that you creating yourself a road to destruction. That's deceit. You're deceiving people. And men fall in love with somebody like that. And on that show that I was watching, that man killed her, or him, whichever he is. And they were so deep into the relationship in terms of time, that all that time, he said, I did not know you were a man. find like to be, to me, it's a bunch of bullshit. But Jason Black was talking about toxic femininity. You all can go look at it for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. But what they're really speaking about, hold your ears and plug your kids' ears. But what they really talking about is a lot of these men out here are pussies, you know. They not men. They ain't built like that. They let a woman run all over their ass. You know that man was running down that street from that white girl. And these motherfucking hoes out here punching dudes like men. I mean, they coming with big back, BACK, punches. I know just a little smack and a push and tear the house up and flatten the tires and scratch the... Nah, they coming with like Tyson blows. Screaming and holler, fuck you. I beat your ass. Like, you know, if that studs rolling up on a sensitive man, emasculated man. Who's been broken. Because you know, if you put his hands on him, don't run, I'm gonna fuck you up. It'd be real too. Mm-hmm. The only way you can stop them, once they get started, is you have to break them off proper lot. And I mean, you gotta put a foot in their ass. For real, for real. There'll be a lot behind the closed doors, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You gotta realize, I remember when I was in Virginia with my college girlfriend Tanya, I was at a house party, and she was back in the back helping her mom cook, and I came there all fucked up in the front room. And they had a lot of girls up in there. And I was sitting up in there, and then the music got to me, and I got up and started just dancing with another broad. Not thinking that was gonna be an issue. She told me to come to the back with her dad and her mom back there, and her brother. This motherfucker put me up to the refrigerator. She only 5'2". And I mean, I was in a high and a daze. I was feeling good as a motherfucker. And she said, "What the fuck are you back there dancing with that damn woman for? Or up there dancing with that woman for?" This shotgun house is only one way in and one way out. I said, "What? You heard me, nigga." You know what I mean? Now we as black folks talk. So what she said, "What you dance with that bitch for?" That's what I said to you. Pay attention and focus. Now you guys realize I told you her whole family's in the kitchen. This motherfucker stepped back and smacked the living shit out of me. My drunk and high left me so quick, I didn't even know what to do. I was like, I was shocked. She never hit me before. I was shocked. And Tanya looked at me like, "What the fuck you gonna do?" I mean, man. And I was like, "What am I going to do?" You know? And we was at a different level. In my mind, I already knew it was over. I knew it was over. I knew it right then and there. I ain't never had nobody like, mm-mm. Not like that. You don't do me like that. I sucked it up. Went and sat in my car. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I sat in my car and cried because I was just like, this love is done. I ain't fucking with this woman no more. Now, yeah, I have to realize that she lived all the way out in the country in Chesapeake, Virginia. That was the Hampton Roads area. They got all them college campuses out there, and it's called the Tidewater area. We got D.C., Maryland, Virginia, some of the best damn colleges you can imagine. And before I got in a relationship with her, I was out there whole hopping all them colleges because they got co-ed dorms. And I was new, you know what I mean? Yep. Beautiful women. I'm going to tell you, out of all the states in the city that have the best looking women. I know I'm skipping around. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm going to tell you who got the best looking women on earth, in my opinion. A lot of people say Dallas does. And don't get it twisted. Dallas got some beautiful women, man. I mean, some real beautiful women. But Maryland, oh my God. I'm talking about They have cities of 98% off excuse me, all female households at that time. It was rare that you found a man who was married to a woman. They were always basically military. A lot of them. Or single moms. But boy, Maryland got some beautiful women. Nice red bones. Beautiful light skin. Mulattoes. Virgins. All over the place. Good jobs. Beautiful skin. I mean, natural. Everything you want. I used to go to the front row of Virginia. hmm Petersburg, of course, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Arlington. hmm Yeah, I don't know. But, I put Tanya on a damn drought that was so fucking. She turned to a damn near a crackhead. I never seen a woman cry so much. And then she told me she was gonna kill herself. Get back with her and I don't know, man. That again, she ran me to the streets because at first I couldn't see nobody else. When I met her, I was out there with a pastor I met in a psych class. His name was Ray Davis. He's a 40-something-year-old man. I was like 23 years old. And he went back to college. And I met him in chemistry. And we just clicked. It was like father and son. I used to help him with his homework. He was such a character. I mean, that man was sharp. He was a preacher. But he was just such a gentle giant. I think God sent him to me, like as a chaperone for my life, because I didn't have nobody. And I was in college all by myself during the break times at the barracks. Well, they're not called barracks, but they're called dorms. Everybody would go home and we'd be in the dorms by ourselves, the ones that didn't have no family. We had summer school in college as well. Because when I first got to college, I didn't catch up. I went to the Borough Manhattan Community College in New York at first. I was doing criminology and taking some classes. And then I took a male initiative course while I was there too, and there was two black men that was teaching psychology. And in New York, we had some of the deepest conversations you ever want to imagine about being a black man. We was like 12 deep up in there. And I mean, everybody was telling their life story, the struggle being black in America. It never changes. We forever being. I'm not making it up. Y'all know the truth. You know, it's the truth. Everybody wants us to use us, but they don't really want us in leadership. But yeah, I was one of the leaders up in that motherfucker because I'm sharp when I'm sharp. We get up and do presentations. That was my first time ever getting up and doing public speaking, and I was a natural at it. I mean, I was a natural at it. I ain't need to practice for nothing. I just got up and just started speaking about life. I remember a little shorty there at the school. She was like a little intern, a teacher's aide, but she was an intern as well. She about, I think, like 25. Oh, yeah. Everybody used to tease her because she had a full beard. She was like, I swear to God, she had a full beard. She had big whiskers on her eyes, her eyebrows, those unibrows. It's a woman, not beautiful as hell, but she got something was wrong with her. She had hormonal issues where her arms were hairy. She looked like a wolf. And me being so kind-hearted and so loving, that I looked past all that. I seen her true beauty and heart. And she had to make it in life with her flaws. Motherfuckers was so savage though, man. I almost killed a dude on the train who said something about her. She had a mustache, a beard, hair on her ears, all on her unibrow and all on her, and I mean it just came with her beauty was she was so genuine, like a big girl who's fat, who has a great personality, but she's 600 some fucking pounds. But she got a better personality than some old anorexic woman. I forgot her name though. But this dude on the train had the audacity to say something. So you know when you get on a train in New York, everybody's like sardines. We sitting down together. Now I don't know nothing about no anger management, conflict resolution. I'm impulsive, aggressive, young, dumb, and I don't give a fuck. 'Cause that's how New York you gotta live. And I had a chip on my shoulder. And I think at the time I was working for Peter Printing Company downtown off Street as well. So I was full of that. Like I had money in my pockets. And I was on that going to school. Everybody in my household was like, man, proud of me. I worked at the neighborhood shoe store. I shoveled snow. I carried bags at FECO. Uh, what else I do? I did it all, man. And then I come home and share with everybody. But just to make a long story short about her and that man on the train say something like, "You look like Chewbacca" or some shit like that. Yo, I can still remember that. I damn near beat the brakes off. I couldn't even hold back. I just went straight ham. I'm fucking him up on the train for real, for real. I'm thrown off back in those days. And ain't nobody stopped me. They couldn't stop me. You know, I was on ham mode. I was straight went ham on his ass. She's the only one that was stopping me. I remember I went over her house and we were sitting outside on a swing. Yo, I ain't lying. This shit is so fucking funny. The projects is weird as bitch, man. Somebody sat down, somebody screamed out. We were sitting, it was like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. We sitting out there swinging together and then sitting on the bench. What you doing out there with that monster, young man? You could do way better than her. Man, I wanted to kill him. I ain't know where he was at, though, you know what I'm saying? Damn. Then one day we went to the house. I wanted, I mean, I was in love with her spirit. She was cool as fuck, man. It's just that she was a hairy ass woman. I actually took, but she learned how to ignore people, you know. She had built a certain tolerance, so used to hearing that she didn't even give a fuck. And she was very intelligent. Like she's like high esteem and IQ. So we walked from where she lived at to where I lived at on 139th Street. She lived like where she lived? Wait, 125th. She lived like maybe I can't remember which one. But yeah, man. She came to the house. The little shorty next door, I didn't even know she liked me. But she came to the house and everybody in that motherfucker was teasing her ass. I'm gonna put up a picture of my family and start talking to y'all about my family too. I had a family of 32 brothers and sisters, and we all lived in a um, a brown stone in New York between 7th and 8th Ave on 139th Street, 257 West 139th Street, where Spike Lee used to film all his movies, and we worked on them. So that's how real it was. Jungle Fever, Mo Better Blues, New Jack City, Um, what else? The Cotton Club, Do the Right Thing, Fight the Power. Uh, any movie that was made in that area. Mostly Spike Lee was utilizing that area. On the other side of the street was 140th Street. You die over there if you fuck around over there. You know, I used to go to school behind Harlem Hospital. That was my PS. Uh, I forgot what number that was. Uh-huh. Boy hit me in the head with a pair of binoculars one day. I beat the fucking brakes off of him at school. Big old dude too, man. I didn't even know I had that in me. I don't know why he did that. He hit me in the head with some binoculars, damn near knocked me out. I put the I beat the brakes off his ass, and everybody in school was loving me. I was in class crying like a motherfucker. My head hurt so bad, and I'm up there crying. Teacher done put me right next to the door while everybody's sitting in a circle. But they was all like, after I beat him up, because he was a big old bully, everybody was jumping up and down like I had the juice. I didn't know how to handle that shit. But when he hit me in the head with them binoculars, God, dog, I'll never forget that. It was like I almost caught it, it was lights out almost. I didn't switch off, but I still remember that. I remember when I was Michael Jackson in the school play. Everybody loved me for that at school. It was like all little girls was coming up, can I get your autograph? And give me a kiss. It was wild. I went to the same school as Tupac did, the art school down Julia Art, something like that, as Tupac did. And I was supposed to be in plays, but my father never came to him. He was just too damn lazy and exhausted and was saying, hey, your brother drive you up there, I ain't going. And that white woman was calling me, calling me, calling me. I had a real important part in that stage play. And I kept on telling her, she's like, you sure you're going to be able to make it? You sure you're going to be able to make it? Man, I did extra work all around the house. I kept on reminding my father about that, my adopted father, about that play over and over and over. He led me to believe that he was going to make that. Boy, y'all know I wanted to go down there and kill him. When he told me I ain't going to be able to do it, have Kwaku take you. And Kwaku didn't even know how to read. He knew how to drive, but he didn't know how to read and write. I kept telling him where to go, and he just kept getting lost. I was like, nah, man, it's not that way. And he just like, fuck it, I'm not going. I'm telling y'all all about my childhood. Let me get up off here, man. It's just life, man. Life. It's so many road to the riches, man. Yeah. I had a beautiful upbringing. I can't say. I had experiences all over, man, from rural area, suburban area, to the hood, different cities, different states. I mean, all the way to Hollywood, California, working on movies at BET, with Bob Johnson, working at QVC. Yeah, I'm talking about in executive areas because the people who I was associated with, my adopted father, he was a somebody, and you know what I'm saying. I used to drive him everywhere a lot of times too, but it's sort of like a gumbo soup. You live in your past, and I can't say I was actually really poor, but I lived around a lot of people who were poor, and we had some of the best times in the world, some of the best fun in the world. I like when we used to be in New York and go hook up to the light, the uh, the radio. I mean, the extension cord from the neighborhood houses, and put up turntables. Motherfuckers come from all over. I met Jay-Z, all the Rockefellers, all of them, man. They lived up the street right there, Covenant. That Harlem Street was popping, man. Um, I wish I could. Well, I could Google and show you that one day. The real for real. I miss them days. I remember the song, "Don't Push Me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Looking like a jungle sometimes and make me wonder how I'ma keep from going under. Looking like a jungle sometimes and make me wonder how I keep from going under." That was the hottest song in the streets in New York at that time. When I was on the Harlem Striders track team. Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage and they just don't care. I remember Skylar Rock died when I was in New York. Yeah. Skylar Rock had a ball. Skylar Rock had a ball. Karis One was the shit. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. La 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 la. What's up, Trap God? Morning, Travis. I just ate, man. God is good, man. Got my money right. Paid my bill. You know, you gotta pay, man. You can't just live in a motherfucking place and you don't pay. I'm about to put some shit on. I got it. Do, do. I miss it all. And the trap. God, it's so damn good. Yeah, man. Well, yeah. But I could pay every month, every 2 weeks. I do when I want. But yeah, it's no problem. Because I can get them going different sides of the town and get the same hotel. Well, it ain't all that motherfucking affordable. Let me show you. Where's mine? It's affordable if you got the money. Everything's affordable if you got the money. Shit, P. Diddy was paying $10,000 for people to get rid of a fucking tape, and he was paying $40,000, $50,000 after he done put baby oil all over the fucking room and tore the shit up at them expensive hotels, which was like $30,000 a night. You know, so people, if they got the means, they stay where they want to and they pay what they want. I mean, what they have to. It is what it is. Gotta go and wash your ass somewhere. I ain't worrying about that ain't the problem. I ain't got the money. It's where do I want to end up at? Is what I need to do. Focus on. Scholar, I had a ball. I think it's soccer. Come on, man. But yeah, man. What the fuck? Yeah, man. Ooh. So yeah, Turk and BG's arguing back and forth. You know, Soldier Boy got put in jail. They let him out. Yeah. Yeah. They told him, what BG told Turk, your albums ain't never sold shit. You never had nothing that sold anything. Who got a fire album? Oh, Boosie. Boosie got one of the best albums out right now. Boosie. Boosie Badass. Words of something. I thought it was called Words of Wisdom, but it's called something else. That bitch slamming, bro. I haven't listened to a whole album in a long time. That motherfucker's slamming. It's understandable too. He don't sound like everybody else. Let's get to it. In the trap. Let's get to it, homie. Yeah. Well. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know that. I thought they was from Louisiana. Mm, I'm in the trap for life. I'm losing my life. You get some. You know what's so sad about this motherfucking thing right here, Mike? What's so sad about it is it's just the way it go. You got nowhere else to go. Running for your damn life. The streets are just a tell you at night. Fuck around, make a pay. Make a better instead. They looking for your head. You might have been the dead. Who you gonna call when it come to this work? Who you gonna call when you getting in the dirt? Nothing but the session, learn a little lesson. I'm out here and I'm stressed with this. Something did damn wrong. Now you're exiled from the zone. They don't get fucked out. Better not come back to your front door, dog on the leash now, dog off this shit, man. I'ma go straight up, I go a hand with it all. I ain't really got it all. I be throwing up and fucked up. I'm walking up the block like a marching band with this. Spit like a guy spit in this damn wind, but I'ma show you, motherfucking nigga. I'ma just win, yeah. I'ma bang with this in my hand, though. Got me calculated and I go so hard in the damn direction. I'm out here perfecting all these stop singing, and this stop singing, and this stop slanging, doing my thing for the streets at night with the words of the wisdom and the people smoking nothing but that motherfucking ism. What is that? That's hard to me to understand it, please. It's nothing but sativa of that motherfucker hydro. Ugh. On the track with the rapper. Let me get something different, man. Oh, man. Stop.
What's up, man? You've gone crazy.
Stop that bullshit, homie. Yeah, boxing coming on tonight, man. I mean, tomorrow. Well, yeah, tonight. Anyways, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm too far up in this now. Yeah. If you go live, I'll watch you live. Look, them kids beat the shit out of that motherfucker, man. Look at them kids. Damn. Body cam video viral incident new charges. What led up to the fight? They trying to figure that out. They got them all, man. Look at that. All in Cincinnati beat down suspects right there. Follow like Street Council, Twitter, Instagram.
What's up, man? You've gone crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up off here, man. You go live, I'll watch this shit. But yeah, man, I'm straight. Gotta go right there, man. That's me. The trap guy. Free NBA young boy, please. Sorry.
T-Mobile home internet is now with you. Benefits. What you doing, Zach? I'm rehearsing for our T-Mobile home internet. Drop dummy.
I'm good, bro. You gotta keep her head up. I'ma holler at y'all later, man. I thank y'all for coming by. This Trap God, KOD Test, the Mountain. North Texas' greatest underground trap rapper, and ain't nobody respecting me, man. They take me there. They take me as like, don't pay attention to him. He ain't nobody. I'm in the trap. But I ain't gonna stop doing what I'm doing because haters hate me. That's what they supposed to do. Let's get it on, man. Streets be watching. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm out here in the mix, putting up my shit, you heard me? Mm-hmm. So, just a new growth. Another, damn, day in a life. I'll let y'all later, man. Salute. Go live when you get a chance. I'll watch. Peace.